What is up, everybody? Jordan here with the Deck Box, coming back to you today with some more PTCGO action, and we are actually now getting into Season 2 of our deck profiles. What that means is we are looking at post-rotation, so this is Sun and Moon onward. I know a lot of you are going to the Open this weekend and to Worlds this weekend. If you're in Worlds, congrats. If you're not, just going for the Open, good luck with the start of your new season. For everyone else that's not going, this is kind of for you, and even I guess those people that are going for the tournaments to follow. This is kind of taking a look at well, what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking at a lot of decks that we've already seen in the past, but we want to kind of see how they look post-rotation, or how they could potentially look, and if they'll even have a place in the meta. So the first one that that everyone on Twitter voted for was actually BuzzRoc. If you are part of the Patreon, go check out the list. Actually, I guess you would have already seen it by now. If you're part of the Patreon, you would have seen this. I guess it's been about 3 days ago. So the patrons got a little early access to this list, and that is one of the perks there. Go check that out. But yeah, so we're going to be looking at BuzzRoc, and I'm just going to hop right in this list, kind of explain the cards that I picked and why I picked them, and we'll see how this does. So going with the core, I mean, we have the 3 Baby Buzz. This is something that we've gotten used to. Has this attack, Sledgehammer, 30 plus damage. If your opponent has exactly 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does 90 more damage. So the original attack is really solid, but if you get the 90 more damage, you're swinging for 120. That's 240 against a Zorark. That is a one-shot on a Zorark GX. So that's really, really solid. Aside from that, even just with Diancie on the field, that's 140. Excuse me, Choice Band's 170. That is taking down a Tapu Lele. You do also have Beast Drain that could increase your damage, going all the way up to 200. So taking down some big Pokemon. This is one of the cards that I'm really concerned about, though, for this next format. The concern is we no longer have Strong Energy. And Strong Energy makes a big difference for this card. And I actually just realized I'm not using the right ones. I'm not using my shiny ones, but whatever. Strong Energy makes this card just so powerful, because that 120 would become 140, 170 with Choice Band, 190 with Diancie. So you're swinging for 190. That takes down Buzzwole GXs, that takes down Bulu, that takes down Lele, you know, all these big GX Pokemon, big basics rather, and then from there you can even boost it more if you had another Strong Energy. So it just gets really out of hand really fast. And then of course, swing around, 80 plus damage from 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. This will be the attack you want to use unless you have unless your opponent has 4 prize cards remaining. That's kind of how you're going to want to set this thing up. So the downside, like I said, Strong Energy goes away, Max Elixir goes away. You also have Artillery going away. And yes, I know, I've heard it 1,000 times from everyone. Anytime I mention those cards, their response is always, well, everything's losing those cards. Yes, everything's losing those cards, but not everything relies on those cards the way that BuzzRoc does. It's just simple fact. BuzzRoc really needs those cards to function properly, and so now we have to look into a new meta and see if it can function without those. The other decks that had them before, it may have just been an added bonus, really. It may not have been as necessary. Try not to make a blanket statement there, because I understand some of them did need it, but maybe not as much as Buzzwole did, especially with Buzzwole being like top tier. When it loses all those cards, it really kind of drops out of that tier in my eyes, unless we can see if we can get it work in this new format. So moving on from there, we'll get back to some of the cards that could replace those. We do run the 1 Buzzwole GX. This is a great sniping Pokemon, we know that, with Jet Punch doing 30 to the active, 30 to a bench, with weakness at 60. So really with a Choice Band on, you're swinging for 120 against a Zorark GX. That's really solid. You're 2-shotting GX Pokemon with Jet Punch. That's really, really good. Not going to lie. Of course, if you have the Beast Energy, that's 60, Choice Band's 90, Diancie's 110, weakness 220, one-shot a Zorark GX. So Buzzwole GX still can go off. The downside is, like I said, you're only running the 1 Beast Energy. You're not running 3 or 4 Strong Energy like you were in the past, so it does slow down a bit. You also have Knuckle Impact, does 160 damage. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. Choice Band 190, Diancie 210. So that attack can still hit the right numbers. It's really just the 1 energy attacks that kind of slow down a little bit. Then Absorption GX, 40 damage for each of your remaining prize cards. Really solid GX attack. If I'm being honest though, I'd much rather be using Lycanroc's GX attack. It's cheaper, only 2 energy, and really it can go off at any point in the game. If you've already taken a few prizes, Buzzwole gets a lot weaker in his GX, whereas Lycanroc is always strong, dependent upon your opponent's field. And a lot of times people just forget. They have to fill their bench, or they don't get what they need. So they get kind of caught in this trap of, do I fill my bench to get what I need, or do I hold it back so that this dangerous rogue doesn't go off? And in doing that, they're slowing themselves down, and they kind of lose either way. But the other attack, of course, Claw Slash, not bad, 110 damage. Really not going to focus on that as much in this list, really, because, well, I mean, Buzzwole just does it better. And they're swinging for the same amount of energy. We don't run DCE in this list. So really you'd want to use Buzzwole instead, unless you're up against a Psychic deck, in which case Lycanroc is going to be your go-to because it is not weak to Grass. Or I'm sorry, it's not weak to Psychic, it is weak to Grass. So just dependent upon the matchup. But really what you're using Lycanroc for is this Bloodthirsty Eyes ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during a turn, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So you get that Lysander effect. You can... This is one of those great decks where you can use multiple supporters in a turn. And what I mean by that is using this Lysander effect here with Lycanroc, and then whatever other supporter you'd like to use. So really, really solid card. I think this will still be a staple in Buzzwole decks moving forward. Then, of course, Diancie. We've talked about that. It adds the 20 damage for your fighting Pokemon. It has this attack, Diamond Rain, does 90 and heals. You're really not going to want to use that unless you get the chance and you can build up some energy. Go for it. Or if you're really in a tight spot and you just have to, really no option. So that is that Pokemon, really just there for support. We have a new attacker in this list, and it is Regirock. It's from the Celestial Storm set. I chose to include this because it's a non-GX Pokemon that also hits for the fighting weakness, but again, it's weak to Grass as opposed to Psychic. So it is to Baby Buzz what Lycanroc is to Buzzwole GX. It's kind of that counterpart that can handle the Psychic Pokemon. And really, it's not a bad attacker either. That first move, Enhanced Stomp, 20 plus damage if this Pokemon has a Pokemon Tool card attached to it, Choice Band. That's 50 damage. This attack does 20 more damage. That's 70 damage. So it actually swings for more than Baby Buzz would if it had a Choice Band, because Baby Buzz would have the Choice Band, it would be up to 60, Regirock would be up to 70. So it really just depends on what point in the game you're at. Regirock may potentially be the better attacker at certain times, so something to consider. Then there's also Hammer Arm. It does 100 damage, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Really solid attack, to be honest with you. If you can set it up while maybe Buzzwole's doing some attacking, then you can start hitting for 100 damage, which is not bad. You're two-shotting pretty much everything at least. And you're milling the top card of their deck. Not a bad attack at all. Something I think that would really help these fighting decks is adding a little bit of mill to it. Then from there, so a couple cards I chose to include that we haven't really seen in these lists before. I included 2 Oranguru for the Instructability. This is really kind of my replacement for Octillery going away. Losing that draw support, I figured Oranguru is the next best thing. That is until Zebstrika comes out. Sorry, I got a piece of ice in my mouth. Once Zebstrika comes out, that'll become the replacement, where you're able to draw to where you have 4. But for now, I think Oranguru is a decent backup. Plus the attack, Psychic does 60 plus damage, 20 more for damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active. Really not a bad attack. I think it could do some damage if need be. But really, we're just using him for the Instruct ability. And then I also chose to include 1 Resource Management Oranguru. There's not as much recycling, and I know that Lycanroc or BuzzRoc didn't have this before, but now we have these control decks coming out, and I think it might be worth tossing in 1 Resource Management Oranguru. It really couldn't hurt. You can recycle some items that you use already, some energy, some Pokemon, because there's not as much recycling as there used to be. Really, there's just I know there's Stretcher and there's Energy Recycler, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But I chose to include him so we can, potentially recycle some of our items. And then of course we have pal pad, to recycle our supporters. So it's a little overkill between the two, but I figured I'd give it a shot and just see kind of how it works. Then of course we have the 2 Tapu Lele. This is for the Wonder Tag ability, so that we can have some consistency to search for our supporters. Then of course B-String, really strong card with these Buzzwole lists. We're able to just attach 2 basic energy from our deck onto one of our Ultra Beasts. The caveat is your opponent does have to have 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. Very likely scenario that will happen, but you have to have this card in your hand when that happens. That's the downside, kind of the difficult part of making sure it happens, but very strong potential. This is our, I guess, replacement for Max Elixir. This was, or is, being played with Max Elixir currently, but this new format, it will be the only thing, so it's going to be mid to late game energy acceleration as opposed to right out of the gate. So something to consider when playing this list. You no longer have early game, it's more mid to late. Then, as I mentioned, Energy Recycler, we get to shuffle back 5 energy cards from our discard pile. Really strong in this list because we are only running 11 fighting, and I mean, there's just going to be times that we have to get rid of some to make things go, whether it's through Ultra Ball or simply through paying retreat costs. Then we have 1 Field Blower. I really hate stadiums that cause problems for me. I hate fighting Fury Belts that cause problems for me, which I know post-rotation I guess I won't be there, but Choice Bands, of course, can be an issue. There's also a Skateboard. So just a few things there. This could really easily be a cut card, though, to be honest with you. I just know that tool cards are very strong. Stadiums are really strong, and despite what you may think, they can cause problems for you. Then from there, I love playing multi-switch in fighting decks because it usually means, at least pre-rotation, it meant that I could move some sort of damage enhancer, such as Strong Energy. In this case, I can move Beast Energy. That's about it, but it also means I can set up some spicy plays to have a Lycanroc that wasn't set up completely, attach an energy, get it into the active, and then use multi-switch from a Buzzwole to the Lycanroc, and suddenly he's ready to go. So kind of, in a roundabout way, an accelerator of energy. And quite frankly, in the post-rotation, I feel like energy control is going to be a huge deal. And what I mean is not energy control from a mill standpoint, but from my standpoint of my deck, making sure that if my Pokemon are going to be knocked out, I can move the energy off of them before they get knocked out so it doesn't get wasted. Then from there, I mentioned the 2 Pal Pad, the 1 Stretcher, so that's our way of recycling Pokemon. And another reason I wanted resource management is because Stretcher, yes, you can recycle a Pokemon back in or onto your bench or 3 into your deck, but you can't do both. And so I feel like resource management could help with that. Maybe you have to use it early for some reason, and then you end up losing another Pokemon later that you really need back, and resource management can help you out with that. Then, of course, we do have our 4 Ultra Ball. Pretty standard in pretty much every list for Eternity. It's going to help us to be able to search out our Pokemon when we need them. 3 Brooklet Hill. This is our other way of searching out Pokemon. This is going to get our Baby Buzz, our Buzzwole GX, our Rockruffs, our Regirock. That is our way to get them out quickly and get set up. So that and Ultra Ball, pretty consistent there, getting things out. Then for draw supporters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 draw supporters, split between 2 Copycat, 3 Cynthia, move on down to 2 Judge, and 1 Lily. Lily, of course, is going to be our supporter of choice for turn 1 to be able to draw up to 8 cards at that point, have a huge hand, or potentially, just depending on how things are looking, Judge turn 1 would not be bad if you go first. You can really slow your opponent down. I feel like Judge is going to be super strong in this next format, more than I think people realize, simply because of that turn 1 power. If you're going first, you're able to set everything up. You kind of play down your hand, and then you judge up to 4 cards, and they're judging down to 4 cards. So it really slows them down while you get to keep accelerating through your deck. Copycat, of course, is going to be great against those Zoroark lists, which really we don't have an issue against Zoroark lists, but the Copycat helps us to be that much more consistent to be able to hit the things we need to hit to really take knockouts. Then, of course, Cynthia is just for our own personal draw support, sometimes to preserve items. I kind of like the new format where there's no discard. I mean, There are discard draw supporters. There's Sophocles. There's a couple other from the new set I can't quite remember. Bill's Maintenance, I think. Those aren't really super strong compared to the previous discard draw support we had with Juniper and Sycamore. So really these are the better options, and it means that our decks might last a little bit longer. And then 4 Guzma. I think 4 Guzma in this next format, again, is going to be super strong. Just being able to take those knockouts that you want to take when you want to take them. Guzma is great for stall. It's great for protection of your own Pokemon. Just a really, really solid card, and I think 4 of this in the list really helps the list to shine. Then for tools, just 3 Choice Band. That, of course, is going to increase our damage. That is always a good thing. And then I chose to include 1 Escape Board. This will be great for Lele, really. For everything else, aside from Rockruff, it's kind of so-so. And that's my concern with the skateboard. But the good thing is, everything else has like a 2 retreat cost pretty much, except for Regirock has 3. So worst case scenario, if you need something out of the active, you attach an energy, play a skateboard, and get out of there. It kind of sucks to have to still discard an energy, but it still decreases the retreat cost. And you can retreat whenever you're asleep, paralyzed, the works. So not a bad card. And then, as I mentioned before, we have the 11 Fighting Energy and the 1 Beast Energy. Of course, this is just for our Buzzwalls, both GX and Baby, and it definitely will help with the damage output. Pairing that with Choice Band and Diancie adds an additional 80 damage. You're pretty much adding an additional attack with that at that point. It just gets outrageous. So really, really solid card in the list. So now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to play a couple games with my friend Matt. I think we're going to try to do a Discord call so you can kind of hear us talk it out while we play and just have some fun. We're just going to play a couple games and see how this list does. He is also playing post-rotation, so that should help to kind of get an idea of what this will look like in the future as opposed to what it looks like playing against our current format. Okay guys, I'm going to challenge my friend Matt now. Like I said, we're doing Sun Moon On. I am doing the BuzzRoc list, and he is going to be playing... You got 2 different decks, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's playing 2 different decks against this one. So we'll see if BuzzRoc can hold up. Did you build some crazy spice? Yes, you did. What in the world?
Oh, yeah, dog.
Green, grass, psychic, and fire. Okay.
We all know what the psychic is, so.
Well, I mean, it could be something else, I suppose. But yeah, it's probably Lele.
Yep.
Okay. So grass and fire. Decidueye and Turtonator. Hey, I mean, it could work.
Nah.
It could work.
I could kind of see that, maybe.
Maybe.
But nah. There we are.
Oh, okay. Copy in purple.
I mean,
Purple.
I like the guy, so.
Let's do that. No, that's a bad play.
No, do it.
No, not fan. Put that down. We'll do this. And Passaroni.
Let's see what's in here. Alright.
I gotta think of the best way to play against this deck.
Yeah. I think I have to do that.
Not bad.
It's not terrible. I don't think I'm gonna have a backup.
Gotcha.
There we are. Backup spinner rack. So there. Full bench.
Yeah, that's a good setup. Alright. Let's see here.
Honestly, wouldn't mind you doing that, but okay.
Get this out.
Okay, scary boy.
I gotta think if you're playing something, and I don't think you are. You know, we'll just do this right now.
We'll find out.
Yeah. I don't know what he played in his list. That's my my issue. I've never seen this one played.
Okay. Just don't look it up.
You said don't look up?
Don't look it up.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Okay, good. Because, I mean, it's posted on his Discord.
Okay, I gotta remember what this card does. Oof. Okay. That hurts.
Yeah, it does. Especially if I get one big. We got there, boys.
Oh, man.
Woo!
That hurts.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you got rid of the burn. Right.
Oh, yippee skippy. You've only got 70 HP though. I just realized that. So that's something that's good news for me.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's great news actually.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not good news.
It's great news.
That's not good news. Okay, I need to hit a card. Okay. Okay.
So far, so good. I haven't played a single supporter this whole game. I feel like I'm playing a theme deck.
I mean, it looks like it. So
feels like it. And
Yes.
what sucks is like I have a decent hand. It's just not. Like it could be a lot better.
yeah. Dang, where the heck is my? Oh, you're gonna knock that out. Where are those at? I would like one of those, please. No. Okay, I'll take that. Consolation prize.
So you're doing 20 plus 50 for each. It's 120, 150.
He's dead.
He's dead?
I think.
Oh,
I know.
No, he won't.
Dang it. No!
He's going to be 10 short. Or no, 30 short.
I missed my one
And
card that I
flipped out
needed.
of it. Alright, so he's
Well,
10,
you still have poison.
10
still-
short.
You have still have poison, so you gotta get out active.
Oh, I know what I got to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this will be good.
I need one card, and I'll be happy.
I'm excited for this.
I was hoping to hit it off that Cynthia, and I didn't.
Alright.
Now, the thing is, here though, that I can hit for weakness on that one though.
What do I want to do?
That's the only sad thing.
I'm trying to decide here if I... Yeah. Gotta use my noggin.
Okay. Not what I thought you were gonna do.
Problem is, like, you knock this out anyway with your first attack.
I mean, he's dead in between turns.
Right, so he's dead in between turns, or you could just use your second attack, and he's dead anyway. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, do I take a knockout with it?
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would use the spider trap at all.
Well, maybe not, but
I mean,
if you're taking prizes on it.
Well, I do have a card in here that can, yeah.
Guzma anyway.
No, I don't have Guzma in hand. I'll play that. As of right now.
Okay, let me think here. So I know I'm gonna do this.
Ooh, throwing a pal pad away.
Yeah, I'll need that. I don't need that negativity in my life. I haven't played any supporters. Why do I need a pal pad? Like, gosh, do I take the knockout? Do I take the knockout? I think I just... but then it's coming into your turn. It's worse. Let's do this. Let's take out the...
Okay.
Let's take out the potential incoming attacker.
You do knock out. Let's see, they have a 1. Let's go ahead and bring up Lele. Let's see how this goes.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna search deck just because I want to know if it's in here or not. Jesus. Okay.
Got some trick play up your sleeve.
Well, some things are prized that I didn't notice. And I swear, if I don't, if I frickin' don't hit the card that I want, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Oh my god, I still don't hit it.
A skateboard?
No!
No?
You'll find out when I hit it eventually. I'm so pissed.
Switch.
No, it...
No? Really?
No, like I said, I'll tell you what it is later.
But I gotta know. I gotta know. I mean, there's always just like, oh, there's that.
That's not what I wanted. Or, not what I meant. Let's do that back in there.
The thing that makes me nervous about this deck is I just don't know anything about it. I mean, I get the concept, so I know what to look out for, but still.
I think I have to take the knockout there. Just cause. Please be that. Oh, god dang it. This is gonna be a wonderful turn.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Might as well get this guy out.
What?
He's actually a better attacker than Buzzwall early game. With all the same modifiers, he does 10 more damage. Which actually in this... Well, no, in this matchup that wouldn't really be relevant because one of those modifiers is a choice span. So...
Nope. I mean, technically it still goes off if you have a tool card attached to it, so...
Well, right. It only gets 20 damage added, but if it's against a GX, it gets 50, basically. So... Yeah.
Alright. So here's... I don't think...
It'd be nice if I could hit a supporter. That'd be neato, burrito. You're down to 4. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter what I use. A Guzma actually would have been really nice there, but you know.
Oh, Guzma, like Lele or something.
Lele or Nihilego, yeah. I figured get all the Pokemon out of my deck and I can do something.
Well, if I could get a frickin' thing that I want, that'd be great.
A thing that you want. Okay. So what is it, like a 3/3 Spinnerack line, 2/2 Salazzle?
No.
No? 4/4?
4/4. 4/4 Ariados. 3/3 Salazzle.
Gotcha. That's interesting. And you play the unit to potentially attack with Salazzle.
Yes, sir.
Nice. I can actually one-shot a Decidueye if just hit you while it was relevant.
And I still haven't hit the card that I play 3 of in here.
I'm curious to know what it is.
It would literally allow me to take.
Oh, is it Shrine of Punishment?
It would literally allow me to take 3 prizes this turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Shrine
my
of
god.
Punishment.
Let me grab it. Thank God.
I was gonna say, I knew it was gonna show up eventually. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks.
Can I hit it? Dang it. Alright. This should be enough. Yeah, because it basically just wipes out your whole board
Dang.
of energy.
I know.
Woo!
That was
Best
a
deck.
solid play.
Best deck in format.
That's nuts, dude. That is
That's
absolutely stupid.
So dirty.
Yeah, dirty's the word.
That is why Shrine of Punishments is like $2 right now.
Yeah, I know. I heard it spiked quite a bit.
Like $1 or $2 at least.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. Ugh. Where are my supporters? I've seen one supporter this whole game. And it's not because I don't play enough supporters. I need my Rangaroo.
Now I will say I'm not the biggest fan. Oh, thank you, by the way. That actually helps me. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. I guess it didn't help me much. I knew I was out of Pokemon. I'm gonna poke you for 40. Dang.
Let's think here. I have Copycat in hand. I could Copycat.
Do it.
No.
Wish I had one of those right now. Dang, and you two-shot me too. If I would have had the choice band this next turn, you would have been knocked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if I had choice band, it would have done an additional 50, so you'd be up to 100, and then this next turn, I'd be swinging for 70.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, I'd be swinging for 90 this turn. 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah.
I flipped about a good amount of heads. Let's just do that.
Alright, what do we got? Oh, wow.
Hey, let's draw.
It's draw. That's about all I can ask for.
So what is it, a 2-2 Lycanroc?
Huh?
Was it a 2-2 Lycanroc line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me think here. Yeah, I guess I'd want to put it here. And I get to play my second supporter of the game.
What?
Yeah, this is nice. I don't even know what to do. Then let's... Alright, so let's look at your setup here. What do you got going?
So you obviously got... Oh wait, no, you played a supporter. Never mind. Lycanroc Stall?
That's personal.
Oh, okay. On. Okay.
Let's see if this works. It's worth a
Prob's
shot.
not.
Prob's not, no. If I had my multi-switch and could get the active out of there, it would have worked. Yeah. We'll see though if I make it.
You really having 2 cards in hand kind of sucks. Oh my, I haven't played a single one of those. Sure.
Ah, dang.
I don't have knockout because I don't have that. I guess I'll just replace that.
You don't have knockout?
No.
Really?
It's only hitting for 40.
Oh, okay. Well, then you lose the game.
I lose the game?
You lose the game,
Oh shit,
dude.
yep. You get Guzma?
Guzma and Energy were the only 2 cards in my hand.
Dang!
I know.
I didn't have any judges or anything. That was close.
That was really close. I thought for sure you would have had that at the end, but I forgot you needed the additional stuff.
I didn't have any.
And there's my skateboard in the prizes. So I played 3 supporters the whole game, 2 Guzmas and a copycat.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. I was keeping count. There wasn't much to keep track of. All right, so let's get the second game in here. This should be interesting.
Am I switching or am I?
I thought you had 2, didn't you?
I do have 2. I'm just saying, I didn't know if you're doing best of 3 with 2 different decks.
Nah, switch.
Okay. Okay, cool.
That would be a forever long video.
Gotcha. Let's see how this one goes.
I have a bedtime.
You have a bedtime?
Not really.
Oh. Okay.
I haven't had one in like 6 months.
If you say so.
That's true.
Wait, are you sending it or am I?
I already sent it.
I didn't get it.
Oh, here, let me try again. It doesn't always go through, which really bugs me.
Okay. Hey, pick 1 or 2. I had 3 actually. The way?
2.
2?
Yeah,
cool.
Let's do that.
You know what this is?
Ho-oh.
Oh, it's ho-oh.
That's really not good for me, actually.
No,
So,
it's not.
when Aaron and I did our post-rotation stuff pre-rotation, it was actually determined that Ho-Oh was the new fastest deck in format. Because it is the only thing that can get 4 energy on the board turn 1, aside from maybe Rayquaza. But Rayquaza can't do it all on one Pokemon post-rotation.
Yeah, no.
So Ho-Oh is the only one that can hit 4 energy turn 1. Which is just not good for
Oh,
me.
no.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hold on, it gets better.
Does it?
It really does, actually. I get to actually play the game this time.
You starting off with Steven's Resolve?
No, gross.
What?
You heard me.
That card's broken.
As in, it doesn't work?
That card's ridiculous.
I don't know. I'd much
Yeah,
rather
Turn 1
play
Cynthia?
I'd much rather play Lily for 8. If it's not prized, that'd be my luck. I finally get to do it, and there it is.
I've been trying a 1-1 split.
Lily and Steven's Resolve?
Yeah.
I mean, Steven's Resolve could be nutty because, like, it could set up the potential donk, I suppose, in certain decks.
I mean, it's nice for, like, setup decks that need to go off turn 2, and there really isn't an N, or I don't really see people playing Judge, so, or not heavy Judge, like, people do heavy N.
Right.
So there's that crap.
Dude, N could be a nasty card turn 1, though.
Alright, okay, I can't grab that. Oh, that sucks. This might be a quick game.
Although I might have to grab another.
I think I'm gonna have to play to guarantee. This is what's gonna suck.
Kiawe onto a Rangaroo.
I don't think I can do that.
I mean, you're swinging for 80.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Ooh, okay, that's actually pretty good. Considering my hand was pretty solid.
I'm a judge.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's not actually that bad. From what I judged into, it's pretty solid.
We'll see what happens to my hand.
then I would just
Actually, really solid.
Actually, really solid.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, man. That's all I'm here for.
Let's see here.
See, turn 2 Kiawe is not as fun as turn 1 Kiawe. Especially if you go second.
It's not nearly as fun.
Oof. Oof. Don't you dare knock out my Orango boy.
I wasn't gonna do. I thought about that initially, but
I'm still missing that.
I mean, I could do something else. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this.
Could you? Oh. Ah.
He doesn't get knocked out.
Yeah, no he doesn't. But he dies next turn.
I just really need to set up some damage on Ho-Oh because it has resistance.
Yeah,
And that really causes a problem for me.
Yes, I know this. Thank you. I played this game.
You know what I mean. This was the one deck, so when... Was it St. Louis or... Yeah, it was St. Louis this past season. I took BuzzRoc's, and the only deck that could cause me problems would be Ho-Oh decks.
And you saw like 3?
I saw 4.
You saw 4?
I saw 4, and I beat one of them. And I wanted to see, what do you call it? Zorark is what I wanted. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. This is garbage.
Well, I played against I only played against one. Granted, I was playing Zora Guardi. So
Yeah, it's a little different for you. That's actually
most of the time I was yeah, I can't do that. Sure, let's try. You know, he will die. Woo!
Nice.
Doesn't do me a whole lick of good. Don't get a thing up here. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, but I get to copycat for a decent amount. That's nice.
But yeah, so like, I played against one at St. Louis, and like, I 2-0'd him, and like both times he went second, or I guess the first game he went second, and I set up like a normal Zork deck does, 3 Zeruas and a routes. He turned 1 Kiawe's, I was like, okay, that was a dumb idea. I turned 2 Rare Candy Gardevoir, Secret Spring DCE, goodbye.
Nice.
But
Stupid
oh, that doesn't knock out.
No, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
I needed Choice Band.
Woohoo!
I needed Choice Band or the Beast Energy. And I didn't hit either one of them.
Woohoo!
Oh, come on. That's fine.
The only bad thing is I have no backup attacker now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, you're just kind of done for.
Now I'm just like sitting here waiting for death.
Okay, let's do...
Now I can do that though. I can. I do have a plan. So there is that. Now is this where you pull out a shrine of punishments out of your hat and just go BAM?
Absolutely not. Not playing that card in here.
That card is so good.
It really is.
I want to play it in everything, but I can't.
No, I mean, it's a really good card, I have to admit. It just, I wish... The only downside to it is, like, it doesn't work in every deck, which makes it less good.
Yeah.
But it's still really solid, I mean, there's no debating that.
Ooh, there we go. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good top deck.
Now I'm nervous.
It's just Ultra Ball. But
Okay, that was your top deck.
mm-hmm.
But I'm nervous about what you're gonna get.
I think I need to get rid of that. I think I need to get rid of.
Dude, I'm not seeing like any of my tools. This is another game where I think I've 1, 2 supporters. Yeah, 2 supporters. It just feels so weird. It hurt.
I have to hope that I can get a switch off this. Oh my god.
Did you get it?
No, a handful of supporters.
Hey,
And it's a land it.
could be worse.
It could. You're not wrong.
Okay, let's think.
But I am at 2. And you have only 1 prizes out, which is not fun. But the one thing with Ho-Oh is you don't really need a big bench. So Lichen Rock doesn't do much.
No, not really.
Especially not now. I guess you can just go for the
Yeah, I've been holding that. It seemed like a good time to use it, get me evened up here. Dang it. I guess I gotta do this.
You don't knock out.
I know. That's why I'm
currently.
just retreating.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I hate doing it, but
Eh.
I either take the knockout or you get out of Salazzle. I assume GX.
Probably.
Yeah.
6? Should I play 6 or should I get 6? Basically, should I copycat or should I Cynthia?
Cynthia.
No, I'm a copycat.
I guess, yeah, copycat can only get worse. Chances of it getting better isn't high. Ugh.
Don't know if I want to play that or not. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That as well. Where am I?
You just better hope I don't have Guzma. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
I've
but I mean,
still got 3 in my deck.
what do you knock out with Guzma?
Lele.
Oh, Lele. God dang it. Well,
Or if I hit Choice Band Guzma, which I guess I can't hit both off of one top deck, but...
yeah.
Actually, if I hit Choice Band, I can just retreat the active and take down Turtonator. 150,
True.
182, yeah. Ugh. Okay, how do I want to do this? Let's get this out of my hand.
Ah. I don't know. I don't want that.
Alright. Choice Band wins it. God, I still don't see it. Alright.
Oh, I forgot about that Yancy. Crap. Oh my gosh.
Nice. I'll take those.
Ah, man. Why didn't you want to put down another Lele? Come on, dog.
Because I'm not stupid. I was strongly considering judging you, but that wouldn't really help me get what I need. and you only had 4 cards. I wasn't sure though if you had what you needed, like if you set up the perfect play.
Nah, I needed choice being top deck essentially.
Okay. Same as me. Guzma.
Yeah, I guess I'll just hit into you. Why not?
Well, I can't knock out the active. I still need Guzma.
Yep.
But you know it's in my
Probably
hand.
get it. Probably get it.
I have a Guzma in my hand.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
I'll
off.
do 50.
It was off the Cynthia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, GG's. Still just not seeing the choice bands. Finally started seeing the supporters though. So,
Supporters, yeah.
Yeah, I finally started seeing some of those. Like I have a Cynthia and a Judge in my hand right now, and double heads again.
What the hell? This game's broken.
Nah. It's called rigged.
Good games. Good games. Good games.
Yeah, good games. Thank you so much for letting me beat you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Makes me look good. So anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. Be sure to thank Matt for hopping in and giving us some good games with some post-rotation lists that apparently I actually need to take a look at. So we may see some of that stuff in the future. I may use some of his expertise in that. But you have the list here on the screen of what I played. So you can take that for now and enjoy it, have some fun with it before we get into that rotation. Matt, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
No. I'm good.
No.
Thanks.
No card
Thanks for Thanks for having me.
Okay, no worries.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could buy stuff from the Collector Store LLC.
There you go, Collector Store LLC. Awesome. Yeah, so guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. Go check out the Discord, go check out Patreon, and we'll see you guys next time here on the Deck Box, where we want to know what's in your box. Have a great night.